A very good morning to one and all. So, before starting the chapter estimation, valuation, and costing, so this is the basic step you all should know what is estimation. See, why we go for estimation or why we go for estimates to know the probable cost of the construction beforehand, because you all know very well, like for all engineering works, it is required to know beforehand the probable cost of the construction, which is known as the estimated cost. If the estimated cost is greater than the money available, then the attempts are made to reduce the cost by reducing the work or by changing the specifications. Now, what is specifications? Specifications plays a very vital role. What kind of an important role it plays? Like, it briefly describes the class, type of work, nature of work, etc. And specification is broadly classified into two different types. The first one is general specification, and third one is detailed specification. Again, in general specification, you'll be having different categories, different classes, like class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. In the same manner, in detailed specification, you'll be having the detailed construction items in brief. For an example, because you should understand what is specification. When I am telling you, just go for PCC, ratio is 1 is to 4 is to 8. What is PCC? PCC stands for plain cement concrete. What is 1 is 1 bag of cement, 4 is the measuring boxes of fine aggregate, and 8 is the measuring boxes of coarse aggregate. So all together we are mixing, and finally we are adding the water cement ratio, and finally it is forming a concrete. In the same manner, I'm telling, go for the plastering work, cement mortar 1 is to 6. So cement mortar ratio is 1 is to 6. So 1 is to 6 is a specification. So briefly, you need to follow the specification. Without specification, you cannot maintain the quality in the construction work. So specification need to be followed very strictly. And in preparing an estimate, the quantities of different items of work are calculated by simple measurements. What kind of a simple measurements? For an example, a construction activity, you have taken the excavation. So excavation quantity has been calculated in LBD. So length is in meter, breadth is in meter, depth is in meter. So meter multiplied by meter multiplied by meter will give you the cubic meter. So that is, I'm talking about the calculation. So calculation mainly consists of length into breadth into height or depth. Anything is fine. And you know one more thing, in preparing an estimate, one has to go into details of each items. He need to go for each items from excavation. Now let us say from the substructure to superstructure, I'm sorry, from substructure to structure, structure to superstructure, superstructure to finishing. So you'll be having so many construction activities. So briefly, one by one, you need to go for the calculation of this particular construction activities. And for this, you require what? Drawings. Drawing plays a very important role. Drawing is the language of civil engineer. Drawing comprises of plans, sections, and elevations. Based on the drawing only, a quantity surveyor or an estimator will be taking out the quantities, because whatever the structural engineer, he'll be giving you the drawings. Based on that drawing, you on an Excel sheet or some any kind of a software, QS software, you are going for the quantity. So again, I'm telling you, estimate plays a very important role. It is giving you the approximate cost of the construction beforehand. Before starting a project, you'll be coming to know what is the approximate cost of the project. Okay, so this is like estimation. Now we'll go for estimate. What is like estimate? Estimate is a document which furnishes the quantities of different works involved, their rates and the expenditure anticipate in a project. So in the same manner, before undertaking the construction of a project, it is necessary to know what is the probable cost and how it is being worked out. So this can be done by going for the estimating. So an estimate is a computation or calculation of the quantities required and the expenditure which is likely to incurred in the construction work. So based on this, the owner can decide whether to start the construction project, because based on the estimate he'll be coming to know what is the complete budget of the project. So based on that, if he's having the sufficient funds, then he can give a kickstart to the project, or else if he's not having the sufficient funds, then he cannot start up the project, because he need to have the sufficient funds. Like he need to pay to the architect, he need to pay to the structural engineer, he need to hire a contractor, he'll be having so many works, he'll be looking after the resources, especially the most important resources is I'm talking about the material and the labors. So material, maximum owner will be supplying the materials in the form of cement bags and in the form of fine aggregate, in the form of steel reinforcement. So based on that, he need to see that whether he is having the sufficient funds or not, or later on he may go for the bank loan. So for that plays a very important role, because the actual cost of the work is known only after the completion. Because whether we can compare the cost, what was the preliminary cost and what is the actual cost of the construction, and we can compare both the cost and we'll be getting a clear cut idea. Because what is happening, the estimate is like the probable cost of a work, and it can be determined theoretically or mathematically based upon the calculations, as I told you, length into breadth into depth, or length into breadth, anything. Like if I'm going for the plastering work, obviously plastering I'll be going only for the length into height, that is LBD. Instead, in excavation I'm going for LBD, that is cubic meter. For wall I'm going for square meter, that is breadth into total height. So likewise you'll be having the so many different construction activities. Anyways, in the upcoming thing I'll be messaging you, I'll be delivering you the lecture. So based on that you'll be coming to know. Anyways, this is the starting of the subject, that is the unit 1, that is estimation and estimate, which plays a very important role. Now moving on to next slide. What is the necessity of the estimates? First is, I told you, because estimates plays a very important role, and it will give you the clear cut idea what will be the actual cost of the construction. Based on the estimates only you can start up the construction work, you can take up the construction work, you can hire the different agencies, etc. The second one is to calculate the tax of the building. As I guess everyone is having a knowledge about the tax, income tax. Even if an employee whose salary is more than let us say 25,000, so that point of time what is going to happen, the salary increases as per the government norms. You need to pay the tax, isn't it? In the same manner, you have house tax, you have building tax. So likewise, tax, you are having many categories. Anyways, let us not discuss much in detail, because we are not focusing much on the task, we are focusing only on the estimates. And based on that you can fix the rent of the building, and based on that you can go for the resources like arranging the materials, arranging the labors, and taking the approval for the government projects, because approval is the foremost important thing. Without approval you cannot give a kickstart to the project. And if you're not having the sufficient funds in that basis, what are you doing? You are just going for the loan from the bank. You're taking the loan from the bank, fulfilling all the formalities, attending all the terms and conditions. One, it is fully, all the details are fully furnished, and if everything is satisfying the bank norms, then easily you can go for the bank loan, and the bank will also be approving the loan for the construction project. Now let us go for the next slide, that is what is quantity surveyor. See, the role of a quantity surveyor is like I'm like telling in a very simple words, like an estimator. So what his role, what is his duty? Just to take off the quantities from the drawings, all the quantities, all the estimates, and which will be in the dimensions, or he'll be going for the calculations in terms of the measurements of length, breadth, depth, or breadth into height. Likewise, based upon the construction items, based upon the availability of the construction items, and data, as you all know, what kind of a data will be available in the bill of quantities, BOQ. So in the bill of quantities, you'll be having all the data for excavation, what is the units need to be taken, and what is the calculations, how they are calculated. Likewise, an abstract and measuring bill. See, what is an abstract estimate? For an example, when you'll go to a supermarket, so that point of time you'll be taking so many items, like whatever items, like biscuit packets, chocolates, rice, wheat, sugar, etc. So when you're going for the billing, what the supermarket accountant, what that concerned person will be doing, that biller, he'll be just typing an abstract thing. What kind of an abstract? Okay, sugar, how many kgs multiplied by the rate is fixed. As per the rate, you'll be going for the amount. So finally the amount is displayed. So likewise, you are having so many items. Biscuit packet multiplied by how many numbers? 5 biscuit packets. So for one biscuit packet cost is 5 rupees. So 5 multiplied by 5, 25 rupees. So likewise, in the same manner, in construction activity also, you will be having excavation. So whatever LBED quantity is there, that is the cumulative quantity, multiplied by whatever the rate, what client have discussed in rate analysis kind of thing part they have done, and finally they have fixed one rate. So based on that rate, so let us say for 1 cubic meter excavation rate is 8 rupees. So let us say our quantity is 50,000. So 50,000 multiplied by 8 will give you the amount. That is the measurement billing. Okay, so don't get confused. Now the last slide is duties of quantity surveyor. As I told you, drawing, isn't it? The quantity surveyor should be well versed in the drawing. If it is not perfect in the drawing, then it is very difficult to go for the calculation of the estimates from the drawing. So drawing plays a very important role. An experienced person who is already like having a good construction experience, so that point of time he will be able to do the job quickly. And the second thing is, yes, he should be able to read the drawing correctly, because as I told you, drawing is the language of civil engineers, and drawing is having plans, sections, elevations. So likewise, if he's perfect in that drawing, then things will become very easy for him, and he can easily take out the quantities from the drawing, and he can just transfer it into the Excel sheet in the form of LBD, and he will be getting the quantity as for the particular construction work. And he should also know the complete knowledge about any kind of a software he can use. That mostly they'll be using AutoCAD for dragging the quantities and shifting the quantities to an Excel sheet. So AutoCAD and Excel sheet are the basic software which you can use for knowing the construction quantities and all. So, and also you know that he should go for the preparing of the planning and scheduling of the project. Planning and scheduling plays a very important role, because planning involves a number of alternative realistic work plans for achieving the specified objectives and constraints imposed upon them. And finally, you are selecting a plan which is best suited from the standpoint of the available resources. So you are fixing a plan which you can see, from where you can see you are having the availability of the resources like material, labors, engineers, etc. In the same manner, you are fixing up a final plan, and scheduling is like fitting the final work plan to a time scale. So scheduling, you are fixing up the duration. For excavation, this is the duration 10 days. For RCC work, 5 days. For plastering work, 10 days. So likewise, you are just giving the fixing up the duration for the particular plan. So this is about the duties of the quantity surveying. And in the next class I'll be explaining you about the different types of construction estimates. Thank you so much.